Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to some La Salette Wednesday night basketball as the Lions will be taking on Arthur Christian here in the Coliseum. I'm Thomas Baker. Tonight we will unfortunately be without the great Michael Schrader, the man who is regarded as the greatest of all the sports announcers. And although he is unable to be here due to scheduling conflicts, we'll still have a great night of basketball. Lions win the tip. Arthur Christian's going to take it ahead. They'll look to push the pressure. Good pump fake there from number 10 of Arthur Christian. He's going to struck up a shot. It's no good. Wiener with the first rebound of the game. Starting lineup for the La Salette Lions. At point guard will be Canute Engholm, the captain, as well as John Cahill, co-captain of the team. Canute for a three. That's going to be off. Chris Panisse, William Wiener at post, and then rounding it out is Leo Baker. Lions looking really good coming into this game. The really good record of 6-3. Lions on a bit of a hot streak. Lions play really aggressive defense. They like to shoot those threes. Really just 100% execution-wise, and they look to execute and give 100%. Arthur Christian with a steal. Those go for three. That's off. Nice board there by Arthur Christian. That's like an early 4-0 lead. Canute's going to bring it up. You'll find Wiener at the top of the key. Back to Canute. Canute throws it straight into traffic, and there's another turnover. This is some sloppy basketball, but here's Canute looking for the steal. Canute with a great play. There's the turnover. Foul on Arthur Christian. Really nice player there from the captain. Canute takes the inbound. He'll look to bring it up. Cahill works into the paint, and it's blocked. Nice play there from Arthur Christian. That's some nice ball movement there from Arthur Christian for another three, which is off. Not looking great from the three-point line, but Arthur Christian looking just good to start things off. That's an errant pass straight out of bounds. Arthur Christian looking to take it up. They'll find an open man here in the paint. He's going to go to work on Wiener. Another jumper. That one's off. Wiener can't save it out of bounds. It'll stay ACA ball. Yeah, very unfortunate we will be without Michael Schrader tonight as Lucas Pablo Kiambao checks into the game. Wiener going to take a seat. Another three from Arthur Christian. This one's going to drop. That was wide open. 7-0, an early lead for Arthur Christian. Lions trying to shake off a bit of rust here after the break. Almost a turnover, cleaned up by Baker. That's going to be blocked. Arthur Christian doing whatever they want at the moment. They're going to find an easy layup and one. A chance for three for Arthur Christian. Lions find themselves in a hole here early. Not looking great to start things off. Right now, they just look a little bit nervous. Honestly, they're not moving the ball like they normally do. The team chemistry is just a little bit off. Guys look a bit tired, a little bit rusty. That's to be expected. Lost about 8th grade team looking very good this year. Got a lot of talented guys here on this roster. Arthur Christian just a little bit bigger and looking a little bit better to start things off. Schrader wasn't looking for that pass. And Coach Cahill is going to call for timeout. It's a good call there by the coach. Lions looking really distracted at the moment. Not a great start for the Lions here. See how they look to rebound. Once again, unfortunate scheduling conflicts. Michael Schrader will be unable to be here. I think the message from Coach Cahill here probably just going to be making sure it works as a team, give 100%, execute, execution-wise. And definitely going to be looking to execute here. Cahill with the inbound. He'll find Nice. Nice to the corner, Leo. Leo gives it up. Canute will take it top of the key, finds Wiener. Wiener to Cahill. Cahill pump fakes, finds Wiener again. Almost a steal, cleaned up by Baker. He'll look for three, thinks about it. Baker loves to shoot up those threes. Just nowhere to go. Stifling defense here from ACA right now. A deep three by Baker, just barely off. Good shot there. Can't get it to drop. This is a good three-point shooting team here. La Salette. The more threes they shoot is usually a good thing for them, as those tend to start dropping. Jump ball there. ACA will take possession off that board. ACA doing work in the paint right now, both offensively and defensively. They'll look to work here on offense. There's a wide open pull up. Another rebound here for ACA. Tipped. Found and scored. ACA's big men doing work on the glass right now. Canute intercepts, fakes, going to work. Wiener trying to find the open man. He gives it back to Canute. Cale's going to push. He'll go in, finds Baker in the corner. That's off. That's an air ball. Looked like ACA might have gotten a hand on that one. They are all over La Salette right now. Lions just looking distracted. They are out of their groove. The defense is giving up open shot after open shot. That'll be out of bounds on ACA. Baker's going to take a seat. John Cahill's little brother checking into the game. That's his first start of the year. First playing time, I should say. Canute looks to work, pivots. Cahill can't find space. Kicks it back out. Wiener, elbow, pull up. Jumper is cash. Wiener with the first points for the La Salette Lions. Nice drive. Layup is good for ACA, 14-2. Lions getting mopped at the moment. There's a three. That's going to be off from Canute. Borbeau's going to clean up the rebound, but it'll be a jump ball. White will retain position. Baker's going to check back in for Canute as the captain takes a seat. Lions shooting has not been great so far. They can't seem to find open shooters. Really good defense, though, from ACA. That's a nice move by Cahill. That's his spot. 14-4, 10-point lead for ACA. Good ball movement there. That's going to be a travel. Lions with a chance to score going into the second quarter. Baker takes the inbound. He'll give it to Cahill. Cahill going to go to work. Baker cuts. Borbeau gives it to Baker. Gives it back. He'll find Cahill. Top of the key. Fires up a three. It's good. That's a beautiful shot there from John Cahill, the captain with 5 early points. ACA will chuck it up from half court. They're going to call it a travel with half a second to go. La Salette going to inbound. They may just have time for a full court heave here. Baker going to find Nice. He'll let it drop. Runs out of time. Good end there to the first quarter for La Salette. Find themselves in an early hole. That's a good rebound there. Cahill starting to find his groove. Cahill does operate the offense. He'll play point guard most of the time. Once he finds his groove, the team sort of tries they find their groove around him. And shooters start getting open. Lions start knocking down more shots. That's good stuff there from Cahill. Get the team back in this. Down 10 early. Chop it to 7. Arthur Christian looking good to start things off. They're a tough team. They got a lot of size here on the Lions. Lions obviously a very small team. They got excellent shooters though. Let's see if they can get it close going into halftime. ACA will take possession. Inbound is clean. Canute. Good pressure. ACA gets around him. Finds a man in the corner. Almost stolen there by Nice. That's a dangerous play. Poked away by Weiner. And that'll go to the Lions. That's a nice defensive play there by William Weiner. He's looked good so far this evening. Canute Engholm takes it up. Finds Cahill. Gives it to Nice. Nice going to look to drive. Gets an easy bucket and one. Crispin Nice using that strength. Nice, a very aggressive player. Certainly the strongest guy in this 8th grade squad. Likes to use that strength and athleticism, gets into the paint, and goes to work. That's a good play. Let's see if he can knock down this free throw. He'll miss. That'll be out on ACA. Lions get another free possession. Needs to inbound. Finds Canute. Thinks about a 3. Gives it up to Cahill. Cahill looks to drive. It's poked away by ACA. And there's another turnover. Lions with a bit of life right now. He is going to check back out. Interesting decision there. Giving some playing time to the younger Cahill. Nice save there by ACA. They'll keep the possession alive. Handles here from number 10. Canute giving him a lot of look. Pressuring him hard. Oh, that's an easy play. But they're going to turn it over as ACA. Could have had that layup, gave it up for some reason. Disregard, ACA will retain possession. And there's a nice look. They'll get an open layup that doesn't fall. ACA drives, that's an easy bucket, and he blew the layup. Open shot for 3. Off again. ACA doing work on the rebounds right now. Lions cannot get a board. Talk about second chance points. That's about a 10th chance point. No rebounding there for the Lions. That's not a good sign. Offensive rebounding is killing them right now. ACA looking good, using that height to their advantage, and they finally get that shot to fall. Canute, top of the key, fires up a 3, and he's got it. They love the 3 ball. Lions cut the lead to 4. Hard pass down low. They'll look for a layup, and that's going to be a foul on Cahill. ACL should too. First free throw up and good. 17-12. Arthur Christian leads the Salette Lions. Lions starting to get their offense rolling here in the second quarter. Defensive rebounding's really been hurting them so far, though. Nice Euro step from Cahill. Shot is short. More rebounding issues there from the Lions. They cannot get a board right now. ACA gonna take a shot. That's a brick. Another rebound. Can't get that to drop. Finally a defensive board here by the Lions. Canute working, top of the key. Nice gives it back to Cahill. A lot of ball movement here from the Lions, no offense. Nice save there by Cahill, but he'll give it right back. It's really good defense there from Arthur Christian. They'll call that a travel on Arthur Christian. That's a good call. Arthur Christian calling timeout. Overall, Lions offense looking okay. The main thing that's biting them right now is that rebounding. They cannot board off this tall, long team. They just don't have the height. They've got shooters that can score points. Offense starting to find a rhythm. But it's hard to score points when you can't get offensive boards and get second chance points. And ACA is missing a lot of shots right now, but they're getting the offensive rebounds and going to work on the glass right now. See what the Lions can do to cut the lead. They're going into halftime. Cahill's going to take it. To inbound, finds Baker. Baker gives it back. Cahill's going to bring it up. He'll find Wiener. Cross court, Crispin Neese. Neese tied up. Finds Canute, but that's out of bounds again. Tipped by Arthur Christian. Swarming defense. They're locking down the last Salette shooters right now. Again, just a huge height differential at the moment. Arthur Christian, that's a nice play. They'll get inside and scoop it in for the layup. Canute will look to handle. He'll drive, kick it out to Crispin. Cahill, back to Canute. Canute wants that three, can't shake it free. Crispin, gonna go to work, kicks it to Canute. He'll fire up the three. He's got it. Crispin is automatic from the corner. Nice shot there from Canute. Nice Euro step and a foul drawn. That's going to be on John Cahill. Arthur Christian. Going to shoot 2 free throws. Again, the 3 ball is the only thing keeping the Lions in the game right now. Cahill and Canute playing really well. Baker's got to find a way to get open so he can shoot some threes. He can really shoot the 3 ball. And when he gets hot, those shots just start falling. Before you know it, he'll hit 3, 4 threes in a row. See if he can just get open, start going to work, score some points here for the Lions late. Minute 45 here, the first half, 2015. Arthur Christian leads it. Cahill going to work. Gives it to Crispin. That's a logjam. Canute gonna try to go to work. Finds Patterson, he kicks it right back out. Didn't even look at the rim. That's a nice shot there from Cahill. Will remain possession for Salette. Crispin will take the inbound. Wiener's gonna check back in. Patterson's checking out. Crispin going to find Cahill. He'll give it back up to Canute. Baker's got it. He'll hold. Wiener's going to look to drive. Gives it to Crispin. He'll put up a little shot. Wiener, nice board there by Wiener, and that's a tough shot. Showing some strength there is William Wiener. Gets the board and scores the layup. That's really nice work here from the La Salette center. Arthur Christian thought about a three, got an open look. That's an easy bucket from Arthur Christian. Way too easy, no defense on that play from Lions. See if Canute could score here before halftime. He'll give it to Wiener. Wiener's gonna give it up. He's got an open shot. That's gonna be off. No one home for the rebound. The ACA is gonna look to take it up. There's a turnover. Never mind, Wiener loses control. Open look. Thought about it. Didn't take it. Arthur Christian, they've got open shots. They don't want to shoot the three. Now they do. In and out, no good. Wiener with a strong board. He's got 10 seconds to work. Cahill takes it up. It's stolen by number 32 of Arthur Christian. He's got 4 seconds. Shoots the three from way downtown. It's off and no good. 22-17 here, heading into the second half. Tune back in for the second half as the Lions are down 5 going into the third quarter. Thank you so much. Welcome back to La Salette Academy versus Arthur Christian Academy, second half. Arthur Christian leading the home Lions 22-17. Lions looking for a desperate comeback here as they're down by 5 points. By the way, make sure you guys tune back in. Shortly after this game will be the freshman-sophomore game. La Salette Lions, I'll also be on the call, and the illustrious Michael Schroeder will also be on the call with me. Baker for 3, in the corner. That's off. That's a nice shot. Neese gonna clean up the steal. And he's got an open layup, scores it. Lions cut it to 3. That's a nice play there by Neese. Good court awareness, just saw that and went and scored it. Easy layup. Baker's gonna tie it up. It's gonna be a jump ball. That's a good hustle play there by the Lions. That's how they like to play. ACA is gonna retain possession because it's on their side of the court. They'll take an open 3. Never mind. Thought about it. Didn't take it. Neese and Canute double teaming right now. They play really, really aggressive defense. Baker missed on that one. Probably was a foul. Wasn't called. 24-19 ACA. Lions got to get something going. Down 5. Third quarter. What you got at home? Wiener. He's got it. There's a tip. That's another bad pass. Lions got to clean it up. ACA looking to push forward. Number 10 goes to work on Canute. Pulls up. Sends it out to the corner. Pump fakes on Wiener. Drives past him. And that's going to be a foul. On the floor. Pushing off. ACA going to inbound. Thomas Cahill checking into the game for Canute. Interesting tactics here late in the game. Thomas Cahill, skilled young man, just lacks size. Hope you all have been enjoying the game so far. Hope you all are having a wonderful evening, if you are happening to be watching right now. ACA moving it well. Get it into the paint. Gets it around. Fires up an open 3. That's cash. ACA, nice play there. Lions got to push the pace. They're down 8 late in the third. Thomas Cahill takes it. That's going to be a foul on ACA on the floor. Crispin Neese going to inbound the ball. Baker's open. Neese finds him, thinks about a 3. Gives it back up. Lions got to find a sense of urgency right now. They're down big late. Coach Cahill going to take a timeout. Talk things over. Lions not playing with a sense of urgency right now. They need to pick it up. Quarters are short. Been a fairly entertaining game so far. Interesting call here by Coach Cahill. He's going to leave Thomas Cahill out on the court. Four minutes left here in the third quarter. That's going to be a charge. Lions will take possession. Lucas Pablo Kiambao is not checking into the game. Danny Bourbeau subs in for Baker. They're stuffed immediately. ACA's got it. Going to work. Lions defense needs a turnover here. They cannot give up a bucket, and there we go. Nice block. Cahill's going to bring it up. Lions need to score here on this possession. Canute going to work, can't find space. Trying to get inside, finds Danny Bourbeau. He's way too far outside, doesn't want the ball. Cahill. It's gonna be an over and back. That's some clumsy playing out there. With all due respect to the coach, I don't think Thomas Cahill needs to be playing here in the third quarter. Not because he's a bad player, just because he's too small. And this ACA team is very, very long. They're crushing on the rebounds, and La Salette can't get a score. Doesn't matter how good your shooters are if they can't shoot over the outstretched arms of the defenders. On the court right now, Chris Benice, William Weiner, Liam Schrand, John Cahill, Canute Engholm. Can they pull off the upset at home? Deep in the third quarter, down 8. Again, no shot clock in 8th grade. They can hold the ball as long as they want to. There's an easy bucket, way too easy for Arthur Christian. Canute, pump fakes, goes to work. They're calling it a foul on the floor on Arthur Christian. This is not going to work for the Lions. They need to score, and they need to score quick. Coach Cahill going to call a timeout. Looked like a good call in the moment. Weiner does get the clean inbound, but unfortunately will not count. I think the message here from Coach Cahill is just lock in mentally. Just lock in. Really, really lock in. Just go 100%. Give 100% effort. Work as a team. Lock in. Execute. And lock in execution-wise. Really execute and really lock in here in the fourth quarter. Obviously, they're not in the fourth quarter yet, but soon it will be the fourth quarter. They're down 10. Things are not looking good here for La Salette. There's another easy turnover. Can't handle the pass, and there's going to be a travel. Lions going to catch a break on that one. Short time. Third quarter. Canute going to bring it up. They need offense. They haven't scored in 6 minutes. Baker takes it, pulls up. He's got a nice pull-up, and he drains it. A spark for the Lions. Baker getting much better at that mid-range. His offense used to only be threes. He's looking to widen that up. There's a nice pass inside. Bumped. No good. Good closeout here from the Lions. Underneath. That's way too easy. Lions struggling to find open looks. Dumps it off underneath. Nice. Kicks it back out. Not well handled. Canute. Weiner. He's going to almost give it up. Cleans it up. Canute can't get through. No ball movement here from the Lions. They're not doing anything. They're not getting inside. Pump fake here from Canute. Lions looking lethargic. The three's off. Baker almost gets the rebound. He's going to go out of bounds. That's a lot of time off the clock and no more points on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, things are looking bleak here for the Lions. Down 10 in the third. I don't see a comeback happening. ACA getting all the looks they want. There's a foul. Lions looking tired, and they are not on pace. They're struggling on defense, and the offense is absolutely stagnant. This is not the 8th grade team we have come to expect. Something terrible has happened. It's called Thanksgiving. Oh, nice steal and a circus shot from Arthur Christian. Almost gets another steal, looking like TJ McConnell out there, but he's going to go out of bounds. Needs to inbound. Cahill's out. Other Cahill's in. Wiener trying to find the open man. Time expires. Lions down 14 heading into the fourth quarter. Defense is not doing their job. That's the coach, Cahill, speaking to his team. Defense not doing their job. Can't find offense. Salette really struggling to drive right now. That's the problem too on offense is when your guard or ball handler, primary ball handler, can't drive into the paint, the defense doesn't collapse. And so you find yourself without open shooters because the defense is closing out and they're not collapsing in on the driver. And as a result, there are no open shooters. Salette's MO is getting to the corner and firing up those threes because they can shoot the ball because they're a talented team. They're also a small team, and they're struggling to get into the paint right now. Thomas Cahill getting some significant playing time here in this one. He'll take it in, kicks it back out to Canoe. Neese gonna go to work on number 30. He'll get inside. That's a nice bucket. Nice play there from Neese. A steal from Neese. He's gonna bring it up. Under pressure, can't get it to fall. Thomas Cahill gets the rebound. Wiener, strong board. Neese misses another one. He's got another board. Gives it right back. Arthur Christian cleans it up. They're bringing it up. Number 12, cross court. Recover. Oh, there's a three ball, and that's way off. Canoe gonna bring it up. He's got to push the pressure. Under 5 minutes to play. Lions down 12. Coach Gale gonna call another timeout. Good hustle here from the Lions. Still really struggling to find offense. Lions down 12. They got 5 minutes to work with. This would be the first defeat in the Coliseum here for the 8th grade Lions. Canute looks to bring it up. Gives it to Wiener. Inside. Pablo can't hold. Excuse me. Lucas can't hold on, but it's off the foot of ACA. And the Lions will take it. They catch a break. Here in their own territory. Danny's going to inbound. Lucas checking out of the game. The thing with Lucas is he's a good skilled player, and he can shoot the ball. It's just he has impaired vision, and it's hard to play in glasses, and so he doesn't play in glasses. And, it's hard to play basketball if you can't see the rim. He's a good player. He's a good skilled player. He's got some size. Crispin gets an open layup. Can't get it to drop. But he'll tie it up for a jump ball. Good strong play there from Crispin. Got to make those layups, though. That's 3 missed layups for him. Interesting that ACA got the ball there. Should have been Lions possession, if I'm not greatly mistaken. Nice kick out. ACA just got to hold it right now. Coach Cahill yelling on his players, go sick them, you know? Interesting foul call. That's going to be on Baker. Time running short. I don't see the Lions mounting a comeback here. Just mathematically. Through 3.5 quarters, they're averaging about a little under 7 points. With half a quarter left, you should score about 4 points here, mathematically speaking. And they are down 15. AC is a good team, though. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's not all about basketball. It's about the life lessons they learn along the way. And it's 8th grade, too. You know, this is the developmental stages. Good hustle play there from Leo, as well as William Wiener. ACA calling for subs. This is garbage time. Game's over and they know it. Salette refusing to give up. They still got starters on the court. They sit Baker for Patterson. Nice with a steal. Nice play. That's good stuff. Canute gets inside, gets the layup. Where was that the entire game? Goodness gracious. Canute looking to time up. They're going to call a foul. That will get the clock to stop, though. Lions running out of options. Arthur Christian with the inbound. There's a turnover. Cahill gives it to Canute. Makes a man miss and scores it. Lions only down 11 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Interesting no call there by the officials. Clearly a carry. Fires up a 3. Another rebound. But a steal for Thomas Cahill, and he gives it right back. A foul called on Salette. And Arthur Christian looking for 2 more at the free throw line. Thomas Cahill getting talked to by his father, the great Coach Cahill. Cahill gets the board. That's his 3rd of the night. For a small guy, he's got some hands. Gives it to Canute in the corner. 3 is just off. Schrand. There's Cahill. That's way short. I'm rather confused as to why Thomas Cahill is shooting a 3. Wide open in the corner. For some reason, inexplicable to man, he decides not to take the 3. Canute kicks it to head to Cahill. Makes a man miss, pulls up, and buries it. That's a nice play from John Cahill. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little, too late. Looks like Arthur Christian's going to hold on to this one. Minute and a half to go. They get under the bucket and score it again. ACA with the 12-point lead. I think it was the second half of the third quarter that really led to the Lions' demise. They looked good coming out of the gate. Cut the lead to 3. That was originally 10. Cut it all the way to 3, and then it just ballooned from there, getting all the way up to 12 points. Good game there from the 8th graders, though. Good effort. There's a bucket from Cahill. Gotta shake off that rust from Thanksgiving. Work the turkey out of their system. Shots off, but there's another rebound from ACA. You're doing work off the glass right now. Open in the corner. Doesn't take it. There's another open look. Doesn't shoot it. Finally fouled. I'm thinking the foul should have occurred a long time ago, just to get the clock to stop. But I think this La Salette team might be throwing in the white towel. There's a 3. That's cash. 13-point lead. Arthur Christian. Cahill's going to fire up one. La Salette just unable to get their 3s to fall tonight. That'll happen. Ball movement wasn't great. Handling is a little bit off. Weren't able to get into the paint tonight. Just a little rust. Got to shake some things off here from Thanksgiving. That's okay. Arthur Christian, a really good team. They've got a lot of height on these young fellas. They'll look to roam here late. They trap. Good ball movement here. As time will wind down. Lucas with an interesting decision to foul. Cahill giving him an earful. Coach Cahill. ACA is going to inbound. And time expires. La Salette Lions played hard tonight. Unfortunately, they'll give up their first loss at home of the season. Looked good overall, had some good moments, and shook off the rust from Thanksgiving. Thank you all for joining us for some Wednesday night basketball. Make sure you tune in for the freshman-sophomore game shortly after this. Thank you so much for listening, and have a good night.